So I saw some info about a presentation you gave once, and it's the title of it was on womentech.net. The presentation was titled "The Spoof of Imposter Syndrome and How This Pathology Has Been Gaslighting Women in the Workplace for Decades." So I love that because it's a bit of an inversion on what we usually hear about imposter syndrome. Can you tell me more about this revised and refined discussion around imposter syndrome, especially among women?
Yeah, you made me laugh when you asked that question. We have been told forever that we don't belong,
Mm-hmm.
and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
We do belong. And so we believed the story we were told that we didn't belong. We didn't have things to offer. We didn't have new ideas. We didn't have the capacity to lead. We couldn't navigate managing a family and managing a job. And so over time, we've really onboarded that message as true. Mm-hmm. And when we find ourselves in rooms that we've been told we don't belong in, we feel like we don't belong.
Yeah.
And my message to women is we do belong. We've always belonged. Mm-hmm. And let's stop making ourselves feel bad or allowing ourselves to be convinced we don't belong there, because that's what we've always been told. And I have heard colleagues, peers, friends, team members, bosses sort of repeat this. I'm really suffering from imposter syndrome. And I'm like, first of all, who are we trying to be? One, we're just trying to be strong, smart, influential, joyful, satisfied, loving, gracious, generous, kind, executive humans. Mm-hmm. And we're not faking that. That's happening.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the people that told us we weren't that don't get to tell us that. Mm-hmm. We get to decide the story ourselves. Yep. And so I just really encourage women to stop buying all of the nonsense we've been sold, because it slows us down and that it makes us feel that we're not worthy or we're not valued. And there are enough things in the system that will tell us that. Our pay differential, our promotion differential, our presence in the C-suite. And all of those things are enough to combat, let alone this sort of emotional baggage that inherently we're not as good. And I just think it's nonsense. And so I want to change the conversation.
Yeah, I like that also because I think of, when people say imposter syndrome, they give it this sort of value neutral sort of component that it's like, well, what can you do? It's just imposter syndrome. It's up here in your noggin, but I appreciate the explanation on that because it does show, some of the external clues that might not just be the way your brain is wired. Have you seen Work Bites, the new security awareness training series from Infosec? Our team produced this series with 3 E's in mind, making security awareness training entertaining, engaging, and educational. Just go to infosecinstitute.com/free to learn more about this hilarious office comedy. And hey, let us know what you think about it.